Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Mufida and I would like it if you click down below to subscribe to my channel. I'm basically going to be sharing with you some new products that I got. I'm really excited about this because some of the products I've been dying to get my hands on and I finally did. Some of them were gifted to me as PR and I went ahead to buy some of them myself. So if you want to see how this video goes down, carry on watching and let's just get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my brows. As usual, I'm gonna brush some Got2b gel through them and we're gonna start off with concealing. I literally use a tiny bit of Got2b gel in my brow hair so that it can stay up and look feathery. You don't need a lot and you don't need to do this step if you do not want to. I already moisturized my skin, so I'm gonna start off with my first new product. So I went ahead to get the Kevyn Aucoin. I don't know how to pronounce it. Kevyn Aucoin. I hope I got the name right. Anyways, I got two shades. I got the shade SX11. It was just a little bit too light for me, so I went to get another shade which was a little bit closer to my skin tone. I'm actually really glad that I went ahead to get a second shade, which is the SX12. Wow, I don't need to bite my tongue. Anyways, it looks like this and it's very yellow. I've heard only good things about this concealer and I'm really happy I got my hands on it. So they were a little bit on the pricey side. They were on the same range as the Too Faced Born This Way, if I'm not mistaken, but I hope this was a good investment. So I'm gonna go in with the SX11, which is on the very bright side. As you guys know, I love using a very bright concealer under my brow, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit. Wow, it's thick and bouncy. Oh, it doesn't have a smell. I heard this was the new formula. I don't know, this doesn't have a smell, so I'm gonna just go under my brows with that. I'm gonna go ahead and buff it out with my Deluxe Crease brush as usual. Okay, so I'm gonna give you my views as I go. I love the consistency. I love how thick this concealer is, and yeah, a little bit goes a long way. Definitely, it's kind of in the same family. If you've used the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, if you've used that before, they're kind of the same thing. I want to see how it covers the bags under my eyes. As you can see, your girl is getting bags under her eyes. I do not sleep. I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. I'm gonna put that on my skin. Fun fact, this is my everyday makeup primer. I love it. It's very lightweight. It's mattifying but not too mattifying. So for foundation, I am so excited about this one. I have been wanting to get it for a very long time and I've been waiting to get it, but I couldn't even get my hands on the right shade. This might just work for me. It's the Fenty Skin Tint. I know I like full coverage and whatnot, but on an everyday basis, I want something on the lighter side. So I went ahead to get the Fenty Skin Tint, and I got the shade 19. I wanted to get the shade 18, which was sold out and available for a very long time, so I decided to get this one. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that onto my skin. I'm gonna blend it out with a brush because I don't like using my fingers. So I'm gonna apply this and then apply this. This shade is actually not bad though. It's not bad at all. I actually really like how it looks, but let me blend it out first. I know it's not full coverage. I'm gonna use my Morphe brush to blend it out. I don't know if you guys can tell. You can see the melasma on my skin. You can see my little mustache. Let me see. It's actually not a bad match. Look at my scalp and then look at my skin. It's not bad. I actually really like it. I feel like I'm gonna learn how to use my fingers because it's not everyday brush, because I want to do this every day on top of my sunscreen, because my sunscreen is very casty and I love that sunscreen. I'm not going to buy anything else. I love that sunscreen. It's so good. Wow, I love this. It feels so comfortable on the skin. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I know my brows look crazy. Please ignore that. We'll work on it later, but I love this on my skin. It's not heavy and the shade is not so bad. So yeah, this is not bad. It literally feels like my skin, but you can see my melasma going on here. You can see my mustache and a few of my hyperpigmentation peeking through, but I love it. So let's move on to concealer. We're gonna be using the Kevyn Aucoin concealers. I'm gonna use the SX12 under my eyes and conceal, and I'm gonna highlight with this one, SX11. You guys are gonna see. Let's just do that. Now I'm really testing the Kevyn Aucoin out because the Fenty skin is not giving coverage. It's giving a very, ooh, this is very shaky. I'm so sorry guys. I'm so sorry if this is really shaky. The Fenty skin is giving very minimal. It's giving very skin but better, which I love for every day. But full glam, girl, I want to cover up all this melasma on my skin, but for full glam, no, full glam, I'm not going to spend all the time contouring just to look the same. No girl, no, that's not for me. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna do the SX12 under my eyes. Let me just warm up some at the back of my hand. And okay, so I'm gonna just put that under my eyes. I'm gonna put some over here, and then over here, and then the bridge of my nose. I'm gonna blend it out. This is like a very thick concealer, so I don't know how blending it with a brush is going to be like, but I'm gonna try. I don't like the brush. See, let me explain something to you guys. When I use a brush, it's because the concealer is a little bit on the liquid side. It's very flexible, which I want to control, like where it goes, but this one is thick, so I really don't want to control it. It's just thick and you can control it easily with a blender, a beauty blender. So I'm gonna use that. You see, it literally just stays where you want it to, so that's really good. I'm gonna blend this out. This concealer is very thick. I'm gonna try blending it out with a brush, but I'm gonna use the SX11. I'm just gonna put that here. So that's all I'm gonna be doing with the lighter concealer. I'm gonna try using a brush. Let's see how it works out. Okay guys, I'm done blending this out. It's giving very full coverage vibes and I see it creasing. We're gonna go ahead and set it. I'm gonna set it with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm gonna use a sponge and as usual, I'm just gonna, you know, go ahead and push it. I have a lot to say, but we're going to go ahead and bronze. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Tantor Cream Bronzer. Ooh, I took too much product. Oh my god, no. Okay, I think I'm done with that. I'm going to blend it out with my Colorbox Cosmetics brush. So I'm gonna go in with the butt of my beauty blender and I'm just gonna go all over where I apply the contour product. Mind you, I always like to set my face all at the same time, but I don't know how this concealer works, so I have to figure out how it works. Like, it's always a learning curve with these new products. That is why I always say that when you're using new products, don't use it on the day where you have to go out. That's a huge mistake. Because imagine you're using a product and it makes your face look patchy and you're gonna sit in front of the person you are meeting, your date, your friends, and then look so patchy. It's gonna be really weird. I'm gonna go and set my entire face with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just gonna push that in. Okay, so now everything is nice and set. What I want to do is make my face a little more uniform. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my entire face with my Sephora Micro Smooth powder in the shade Mahogany. I feel like the bronzer, I went a little bit too crazy with the bronzer. So I'm just going to set all over my face. I don't know how this concealer takes baking, but I like to bake. So I'm gonna push the powder under my eyes. I was gifted this Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Sublime Golden Opulence eyeshadow palette. I've been dying to own a Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna use the shade Tranquility, this shade right here. I'm gonna put that in my crease. The shade looks like it's not going to give, but it's literally giving. I love it. I love it. I think I want to go in with this shade, this one. I'm gonna put that all over my eyelid. I'm gonna go ahead and put this shade. It's called Prosperity. It's like a smoky shade, like a darker shade. So I'm gonna put that here. Wow, it's very nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out. I'm literally just blending it up into my crease, out into my outer V, and then slightly in the front like so. I'm gonna blend this side out as well. So I'm gonna create a tiny wing and fix my lashes, and I'm gonna be right back to continue. Okay, so I got these two new powders from a Ghanaian brand. It's called Abby's Invisible Mineral Powder and Concealer Base. I really love the packaging and everything. It sort of looks like the MAC Studio Fix packaging, which is really chic and nice. Just comes like this. So I got a couple of shades. I just picked two out, which I'm gonna be putting on my face and trying out. So I'm gonna use the NC2, which is called the Woman of Color, and I'm gonna use the NC7, which is called Coffee Glow. So these are the shades. As you can see, they're like really nice. So I'm gonna use this for bronzing, and I'm gonna use this to like brighten under my eye. I'm gonna start off with the Coffee Glow as a bronzer. I love this. It's so nice and it's very pigmented. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is very nice. I'm gonna use this to contour my nose. Let's see how that goes. Can you guys see what I was talking about? It's like really pigmented and very warm. For brightening under my eyes, I'm gonna use the NC2, which is called the Woman of Color. It's very yellow and bright, which looks nice. So I'm gonna push that right. Wow, did you guys just see how the whole place just came to life? I love that. So I'm gonna use my blusher, the Bella blusher from Juvia's Place. I'm using the same brush. Did you guys just see how it went on? Like so smooth, so smooth. Okay, I'm gonna apply the shade Eternal Opulence onto my inner corners. It's like this shade right here. I'm just gonna pop that in here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my light catcher from Laura Mercier. Ooh, why was I just singing it? I'm gonna use my highlighter brush from Morphe and I'm gonna tap into it and then tap off the excess into. Did you guys see that? What? Okay, let me just blend it out, cause it just blends into my skin. It's so blendable. Like, look, I love this for me. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on my chin as well, and probably the sides of my forehead. I'm going crazy with this product, guys. Let me see how it's gonna look on my nose. Let me just see. Let me see something. Doesn't look bad at all. Wow, I'm very impressed by this. So I got these NYX lipsticks and I've heard a lot of good things about them. So I want to use the shade Born to Hustle, which I'm going to use on my lips because I have something slightly pink, rosy going on. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this onto my lip. It's given very much matte. I want to do glossy, so I'm gonna apply the glossy side to it. It's kind of like a brush thing going, and I'm just gonna go all over my lips with that. Okay loves, so this video has been very chaotic, especially with the Kevyn Aucoin concealers. It was definitely a learning curve because girl, I thought I was gonna have to clean my entire face, but I did not give up. On a regular day I would have, because the concealers I love under my brows, but I don't know if I love it under my eyes. Maybe if I mix it in with my Too Faced Born This Way, I can definitely get away with using it because it's really thick and it's matte and it doesn't budge. If you're a beginner, blending this thing out is gonna be like, it's gonna be hard, but I'll give you guys reports. I would let you know how it's been going with me, because I'm not going to throw these away. I'm gonna keep trying it out because products grow on people and eventually you get used to using them and eventually you fall in love with them. But for the meantime, I'm not in love with them, but I love the way they are thick. I love the coverage they give me. I love Fenty Skin. It's very light, breathable, and it doesn't give any coverage at all. But at the end of the day, like the Kevyn Aucoin really helped out with the coverage, like I was saying earlier, but this doesn't give coverage. it's a skin tint, like it says. It doesn't claim to give any coverage, just unifies the skin. But those of us with problems like melasma and post-acne, hyperpigmentation and spots like that, we need something with real coverage. But if you're going for the natural look, your skin is flawless already and just want to, you know, balance everything out, this is gonna really help out. As you can see, like the spot here is not covered at all, but I love this. I'll be using this for my everyday makeup, which I'm gonna be filming for you guys. I tried the Abby's Invisible powder. I love them. I love the way they look. They're really nice. I'm gonna put them in my makeup kit for clients as well because they're really amazing. I will link them down below. This was sent to me for PR and they are really nice. I love the coverage of it and they're like really finely milled. So for the NYX Shine Loud, ooh, I love it. I love it. It's not sticky and it looks really nice. It's what's on my lip. It has like a shiny part, the oil lip gloss part, which I applied and my camera you know, died on me. I just really love the applicator of it. It's like a brush and I love. Now the Laura Mercier Light Catcher, I love. Nothing more to say about it. It's bomb. It's bomb. The Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadow, I love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you again. Bye guys.